What's up, guys, girls, and tiny, tiny worms? You are tiny little mites on my screen, little dust bugs. In update 1.4, RobTap added the mini game mode. That's the correspondence to the intro. And the mini portal, as you could guess, and you are about to see it. Well, it makes the icon small, so you don't jump as high, you don't jump as far. Overall, you're quite helpless, and the physics are also a bit different. But there was never a counter to that. There's no mode that makes you bigger, right? So today I want to fix that. I remember seeing some concept stuff for a big portal, and it was actually pretty decent. The only issue, though, is that I don't know where the level is. I could not find it. I've tried searching up, like, big mode, and it just doesn't really work. And it's definitely not like the crazy hardest thing ever to fake. So first things first, let's get our portal ready here. And yeah, I guess we'll just pulse it. I think that the big portal that I saw, I think it used blue. However, that doesn't look very good. But we don't really have another option. Oh well. Okay, so when you go through the big portal, here's what we have to do. Part of this trick comes down to shader magic. It comes down to the bulge trigger. Because with the target option, you can choose to target only the player. I think that's how it works, at least. Dude, it's like synced the music, bro. I hate it. Boom. This is, like, not exactly what I want. Okay, I think I've done it. I've had my eureka moment. So we can use the shader trigger itself to make it so the shaders only affect the player, and it doesn't affect the background or anything like that, which is good. You know what else would be good? You subscribe, baby! Yeah! Because we absolutely demolished 200k, and now we're setting our sights on 300k. Let's go! Alright, back to being big. So we can use this bulge trigger on the player only to size it up to, well, let's think about this. How small does the mini portal make you? Okay, that's about 60% of a block, I would say. All right, we got a measuring here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 61, 62% of a block. That means that the opposite of that is to make it 1.6 times as large. So we want our cube to end up, so we want it to be about this tall when we bulge. So let's try that, because that's the thing. Oh, that's actually basically perfect. We'll just make it a little bit smaller, or maybe not. Maybe 70 was good. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, but then we're gonna need to prop you up, because when you get bulge from the center, so part of you clips into the ground, which is no good. So we'll need to, that's almost high enough. That's almost good. There we go. So this is how high we need our platforms to be. Now, I think the issue here is that we're not transitioning quick enough. Because I want basically, hold on, actually, can we set these up to an event trigger? That would be good. If there's like an event for like a size change. Oh, portal, mini scale. Or normal scale, I guess. So normal portal will trigger these two triggers. I mostly just want to check and see if this would be the same whether or not we do this, because I'd like to not ruin normal portals. So if this is the same, wait, that's actually like a perfect transition. What? Okay, so now if we take these away, it is a little off. Oh, there we go. It just needs to be a block before the portal. Okay. Cool. So that works. And then we'll need to change the gravity. That's basically the last thing. Because if you're big, your gravity should probably be a little bit lower. We can think about it like this, right? If you're in normal gravity, let's see, if you're in normal gravity, what's the highest jump you can make? I have reason to believe it is this high. So, if we scale this up by like 1.6, you should now also be able to make this jump. That's pretty close, honestly. You know, I'm actually gonna do another thing really quick. I feel like you fall faster than you jump as the cube sometimes. You know, like how fast that was? So I think I'm gonna actually do an event trigger for when you jump, we will set your gravity to, like, we'll set your gravity to 0.5, and when you start to fall, we'll set it to, like, normal. Or is this too much? Nah, it's fine. And then, honestly, when we land, we should probably also set your gravity back to being low. So we'll do all the kinds of landings. Is that a little too steep? That also seems a bit steep. What if we just do normal? I think that's fine. That's fine, I guess. Okay, cool. So now all we have to do is, I guess we could also zoom the camera out just a little bit. Yeah, so here's the deal. We're gonna need to, like, we're gonna have to have the actual hitboxes be on a different layer because obviously we're gonna have to do some trickery here for the hitboxes to line up properly. Because obviously, if you're jumping on this floor, it's not gonna look like that. So let's try and make some actual gameplay first that we want to do. Maybe like a yellow orb up here. I want to get some sync going in here. Thing too, we're gonna have to alter the spike hitboxes to look more natural as well. Like that jump, I feel like maybe should kill you, or like look how far you can get into the spikes on the ground. You know, like. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so like here's an example of what I mean. We'll need to get our hitboxes adjusted here, and then also up here. So now if we hide these hitboxes, now the ground looks more normal. You know, this looks more like what you could actually... It corresponds more visually to what we'd expect. The hitboxes on the spikes are still a little weird, but like... Now it looks like we're actually on the ground. So now let's try and figure out a consistent method for these spike hitboxes. Spike hitboxes on their own are already kind of weird, but I don't think we need to extend too much. Like, that's probably honestly fine. I don't know if do we need to go 2 times? That's like a fair amount of... Oh, that's a lot of leeway, actually. We might literally want to go bigger than 2 times. Okay, how far into a spike can you go normally? The first bottom tooth. You can, like, get as far as the first bottom tooth being, like, entirely in. So now, if we go big mode, how far are we getting? Oh, wait a minute. Did I actually just, like, nail it? Because that was pretty close. Maybe a little smaller, but honestly, that's probably right. Okay, so let's just paste those. What's the size on these? 2.34 scale. Okay. How does that look? It looks worse with show hitboxes on death. That seems somewhat accurate to me. Also, may want to make the orbs larger. Or at least give them a larger hitbox, I guess. Yeah, that works. I think, like, this might be... this might be, like, a tad bit silly, but I think I'd also like to... maybe try out some other game modes too. I don't know how well that's gonna work, but yeah, so maybe instead of this, we'll just have the ship portal here. I'm gonna be honest, I think that for this part, I think I'm gonna pause these event triggers because the ship is weird enough in 2.2 that I don't think I need my triggers to make it worse. Yeah, so I'm just gonna set our gravity back to normal here. Alright, so we're gonna have an 18-second level with little snippets of every game mode, and I think that's just delightful. So, let's see, can we actually put a start pause down in this? Will that work? Not really. It's all off. How is it off like this? What the heck? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why, but it looks like we just can't start pause in the part. It is quite easy to avoid that yellow orb, but if you do it, you're lame. I guess we haven't messed with the hitboxes yet, so it might not be possible to avoid it in the end. Okay, we've messed with the hitboxes, so how hard is it now? Oh, wait, we didn't change the ground, but other than that, can't tell if those hitboxes are actually good or not. In the editor, they kind of look good, Because it looks like the icon dies about when it should. This still just feels really easy, though. Okay, we fixed the ground as well. I definitely think it's hard to avoid the orb now. It's still doable, I guess, but it seems much harder. Although, maybe it won't be possible if we do our orb hitbox stuff. Okay, well, I think it's still possible, but you get the idea. It's harder now, so whatever. Okay, so this should work. It's actually not that hard to, like... It's actually not that hard to, like, build gameplay for this idea once you've, like, got, like, the fundamentals figured out. So that's nice, at least. Because, like, the hardest part of this, really, I guess, is like, making the mechanic itself to work right. But once you do that, like, you're kind of set. And you know what? At the end, we can also do a run-through showcase of the level without shaders to see how it truly looks. So that might be fun. All right, well, step one is let's get down our ground blocks. Okay, we got that. Let's get our spikes in there now. Hopefully this is still possible with my spike placements. I don't think it's too hard, though. Okay, so that's good. And then I should probably size up the orb, or the pad, I mean, like in the level, the actual pad, because otherwise your icon will be like all the way on it before it actually gets bounced up, so we need to bounce you up earlier, I guess, visually. So we'll move that to another layer and hide that. And the only other thing is the orb hitboxes. So let's do that. All right, I think we're done already. It's kind of tedious setting up the stuff like the orbs, but it doesn't... Oh, huh? What? Oh, that's right. Yeah, it needs to be on top of the blocks, I guess. You really don't get as much airtime off the pink pad as I thought you would. Oh well. Did I just go through all those spikes, like, perfectly? That was kind of crazy. So, that's that. Next is the wave. And the wave is going to be the easiest one, honestly, because we don't even have orbs or pads to worry about. It's literally just the slopes. So this should be great. Now, we have to keep in mind, the actual hitboxes are going to be, they're going to be up. So we want to make this, like, somewhat forgiving. Yeah. So these are our fake, or like these are our visual hitboxes, but in reality, we're probably gonna want the hitboxes to be something more like this. How's that look? Really, the only thing we need to test out is whether or not your wave dies at the right places. So we want to make sure that you don't go like too much into the ground or the blocks or anything. That actually looks like you're dying too early. I love that, like, the pieces of you are also massive. Yeah, that... I'll move it up. I'll move each one, like, up and down by, like, a tick. So, like, I'll move this one down one, and I'll move this one up one. That's honestly good, though. Like, real talk, that's actually pretty good on its own already. Yeah, that'll do, I guess. It's not my greatest gameplay, but there is no good UFO gameplay, so... And I am just gonna... I'm just gonna do this for my gameplay. That's it. That's the UFO gameplay. Although, on second thought, maybe these should be small spikes, because your UFO is a big boy. So we need to make this big boy friendly. You don't even really have to do the ground thing, like the blocks that do the ground, because there's no safe place to land in this part, so... Alright. We are almost done. Alright, and then back here in the robot, I think I'm gonna reinstitute the ball, or sorry, the cube gravity stuff, because the cube and the robot are quite similar, so... we'll stop it again at the spider, but for the robot, I think it's perhaps a good idea to be floaty. Yeah, look at how high we can go. Alright, I think this is our part. It's pretty short and sweet, but that's kind of the name of the game with this level, so... I've sort of been I've been playtesting it with this weird, messed up, like, offset, just with the hope that, that it'll still be fine, normally, because I don't really... It's not a great playtesting method when you have to playtest the entire level every single attempt. So I'm trying to negate that being a problem. Alright, and then now... Yeah, now we gotta do our orb stuff again. Okay, let's actually do a playtest in normal mode as well. Very nice. That works out great. Alright, we're almost there. We just gotta do the spider and then the swing copter. And the swing copter is gonna be the most nothing burger gameplay you have ever seen. Rest assured, it'll be great. Alright, so spider part is pretty whatever. Let's go for the swing copter now. And we're done! No, like seriously, like, I don't know, bro. I don't really know how to do swing copter gameplay that is... like, not just this. And especially given that our swing copter is going to be massive, we kind of don't have most amount of creative liberties that we otherwise maybe would. Now all we have to do is the saw blade hitbox. Do we need to go that crazy? Probably not. Let's just see what a 2 times hitbox does for us. Oh yeah, that's way too much. Honestly, 1.6 might actually be what we want. Actually, 1.45 looks good. Maybe I'll take it down a little bit more. I think that is generally what we want. So let's hide that. And then we have to do the same thing with these smaller ones. So 1.4. Cool, cool. And then now, yeah, so you'll hit the cube portal, you'll fall down here, into the normal portal, that's gonna actually be a normal portal, and we'll end with a triple spike, because why not? Okay, let's see if this works. So we already know that everything up to the robot works, but we're basically testing the spider and the swing copter in one go. Oh, the yellow pad! Okay, everything but the yellow pad there worked, because I completely forgot about that. Okay, let's try that one more time really quick again. Okay, that does work. I thought I hid this, but I guess not. But other than that, it works. Okay, cool. I think we're just about done. Really quick, just for fun, let's do that, accurate hitbox thing. So let's unhide all of this, and let's delete all of the shaders. Alright, here's what the level really looks like. It's honestly kind of cool looking. Well, still, I think this is pretty neat to look at. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy that. So let's thank shout out channel members including Gatto, Invdu, SSF, Tommy Finette, and Omashak. Thank you guys so much for all support. It means the absolute world to me. And yeah, level ID will be in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next video.